Hi guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and this week I'm checking out the 2020 Kia Sorento SX V6 all-wheel drive. In 2019, the Sorento, a mid-size SUV, went through a complete refresh, so 2020 updates were kept modest. That said, my 2020 Kia Sorento SX V6 all-wheel drive is considered a top-tier model. You'll receive the 3.3-liter V6 8-speed automatic transmission, producing 290 horsepower with 252 pounds of torque. The exterior is elevated by now standard LED lighting on both the front and rear taillights, with stylish chrome trim complementing the redefined edges. And the larger 19-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires keeps this SUV looking ultra-modern as described by Kia. But it's the premium interior and full suite of safety features which will have you thinking, this is a Kia? Really? Yes, this is a Kia, and you better get used to it. I just mentioned it, but the SX is the top tier model. And it doesn't matter if I'm reviewing an SUV or an EV or a hybrid, this one feature always gets highlighted. Hit it! Amazing! So this is a pretty cool feature that I've personally never seen before, and I couldn't wait to show you guys. Smart Power Tailgate. I have the keys to the Sorento in my pocket, and now I have my shopping bags or grocery bags in my hands. I'm going to slowly approach the trunk, and it's going to open all by itself. Check this out. Now that is pretty awesome. I'm used to the whole kick, swipe, and it will open. I think I now prefer this because in Canada it can get quite cold, which means ice builds on the ground. One wrong kick and well, I'm gonna make the blooper highlight reel of the year. The Sorento is a 3-row, 7-seater SUV and does offer more space than many of its competitors. Both passenger seat rows fold in a convenient way, and Kia designers even thought of including a small piece of Velcro behind the pull-to-release cable so you can attach it to the back of the seats once you're done folding it down. To fold the second row seats, simply use the side release lever found here to fold them down. And it's absolutely worth adding that the Sorento does come equipped with an extra spare tire with car jack found under here in case of an emergency. I'm going to show you the space available in the third row, and I'm going to demonstrate it using 3 different size people, beginning with myself, and I'm 5'3". But first, your passengers in the third row have a few different ways to get in. You can simply, old school style, use the hand lever right here. Second row will fold, and your guests can just step in, traditional style. Or you have the option of using these buttons right here, and you'll find them located on the side and on the top right here, so when your passengers want to get out, they can just simply push it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push it, and it's going to fold and slide forward for you. Now it's very easy. Jump in, slide over. Like I just said, I'm 5'3", so I have more than enough space for my knees in addition to my head. Now, if I wanted a little bit more space right here, I can ask my second row passengers to slide the seat forward. Not a problem, it actually slides forward, and I will show you that after. If you want some additional leg space, well, the centerpiece of the second row actually folds. Simply push that right there, or sorry, simply pull it up and it goes forward. Now you can extend your leg. And to put it into a further perspective, again, keeping in mind I'm 5'3", I can fit all the way across, okay? I wouldn't recommend that you travel in this position because it wouldn't be safe, but I wanted to show you how much space is actually available back here. In addition, your third row guests are going to be spoiled, and I love this, because here on the right hand side, you actually have your own climate control knob. I've never seen that in the third row before, so that's a nice added touch, given that everything you see here is for less than $47,000. I didn't see that in a $120,000 plus Escalade. So that's a nice added touch right there. In addition, your guests will both have hooks back here on each side, more than enough space for snacks and for their own drink holder. With that said, again, I'm 5'3", but how would a child fit and a larger adult? Let's check it out. The average 10-year-old boy is just over 4.5 feet tall, and my little demonstrator is no different. As you can see, there's more than enough leg and head space back here for a child or a young teen. But the only disappointing fact, which wouldn't be convenient for long road trips, well, there's no additional connectivity back here. The average adult male is 5'11", and my demonstrator is showing available leg and head space. As you can see, with one adult passenger occupying the third row, it isn't too bad. But in my opinion, I'd keep the third row for smaller passengers or for lowering the seats to gain extra storage space. Premium leather is available throughout the Sorento, but second row guests will enjoy heated and two-way adjustable seats like this, and like that, which can be described in one word: amazing! If you missed my Kia Forte 5 GT review, click the link above. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it because I introduced you to the UVO infotainment system and I showed you some of the features. But essentially, a quick reminder, always when you get into a new vehicle, give it a quick swipe, because the majority of your infotainment systems are going to have multiple screens. And you could also see that through the scroller down here. Some new cars also scroll up and down, right? So just give it a good double check. But everything in the UVO infotainment system that you'll find here is also available through your driver cluster. Now, again, if you watched my Forte 5 review, again, click the link above, you'll know that I left my some of my driver assisted features on. For example, my lane departure and my blind spot monitoring. If you choose to turn them off, well, Kia's made it really, really easy for you. Right here beside the driver's steering wheel, you will find readily available your blind spot monitoring in addition to your lane departure. If you don't want lane departure on and you don't want that beeping, click the button, very easy, and it turns it off your driver cluster. If you want to turn down the frequency of your blind spot monitoring, go through the menu on your driver cluster. You'll find it right there. Scroll through driver assist, click on it, scroll down, or keep looking for blind spot collision warning. Give it a push and change it to late. This will actually lessen how much it actually beeps and will probably be less annoying for you. However, keep in mind that means it's going to tell you later when there is a car beside you. Now, staying in the driver cluster, the Sorento does offer 4 driving modes: normal, eco, smart, and sport. And I'll speak more about these driving dynamics during my test drive. Additional features you'll enjoy while owning your Kia Sorento SX V6 all-wheel drive include navigation with multi-view safety camera angles, wireless charging, which is compatible with both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, the upgraded Harman Kardon stereo system, which has easily become my favorite audio sound system of the year, power adjustable seats for both the driver and front seat passenger, and definitely the ventilated seat function under the dual climate control panel, because Canadian summers are hot. And when winter hits, you'll enjoy having a heated steering wheel because Kia offers one of the hottest in the business. Okay, back behind the wheel of the 2020 Kia Sorento SX V6 all-wheel drive, and after driving this mid-size SUV for a week, I can tell you my favorite features include the exterior color. Deep grays on any car, in my opinion, help elevate it and provide like a sense of extra luxury. So that's been really nice. The safety and comfort for my family. My family has actually driven a lot with me this week in this press vehicle. And they had a lot to say, which I will share. And 100% my favorite feature is a panoramic sunroof. This baby reaches all the way to the third row, and you don't see that often in cars, and it's been a treat. It's incredibly bright in here, and it gives you some amazing visibility. But let's talk about driving. Mentioned earlier, but there's 4 driving modes. Now I've left it in smart mode because I feel as though, in my opinion, that it's provided me with the best balance in performance, especially transitioning from a side street onto the highway. There's not as much lag. 2 real cool features that have been just pleasant to have is when you first start the vehicle, a 3D image of the Sorento pops up, and it does a complete systems check, so that's nice. There's more and more tech coming into vehicles, so yeah, just knowing that my Sorento is fine is a nice added comfort. The kids seem to like it as well. Eric and I have enjoyed leaving it on the screen that provides all-wheel drive. It actually shows you where the power is being transmitted, whether it's in the front or the rear, because the majority of the time the Sorento is going to be driving in front-wheel drive, so also helps you to conserve fuel, so that's really nice. But let's talk about that power tailgate, man. That's a new favorite feature right there. I like it better than the whole kick to open rear tailgate. So, I mean, if you're a manufacturer and you don't have that technology yet, I mean, get on the Kia bandwagon. It's awesome. It's something I'm going to be looking for in the future on other cars. But in relation to comfort while I'm driving, Kia has provided this power unit under your seat that changes the level of cushioning beneath your thigh. So that's really nice. I've been in luxury cars where you actually have to pull and push an extra extension in and out. So this one's power operated, that's nice. I also like how my passenger receives power seats. One thing I'm incredibly picky about is when the driver gets spoiled with so much tech and then you forget about your passengers. So just know that the Sorento does offer power seats for your passenger. In addition to some extra comfort, your second row passengers had that nice sunblock. So I mean, I don't think I have to explain that when it's incredibly bright out and you have too much sun rays coming in and you're trying to read or watch a movie in that second row and you wish you had some help putting something up, and Kia provides that for you. So that's a really nice added touch. Another thing that I love that has come in handy at the grocery store are those folding mirrors. Gotta love folding mirrors these days. More people are driving, more people on the roads, more people in parking lots, running into the side of your car, and with the folded mirrors, it doesn't happen as often. I gave the third row high praise for having a climate control knob, which is pretty cool, but for some reason, there's no climate control knob in the second row. So let's say, for example, you only have passengers in your second row. Like, how do you want to change your setting? What if I want higher cold or less cold or whatever? I got to reach over to the third row. So that was a little bit weird, Kia. I don't know if you have it hidden somewhere, but I couldn't find it. You definitely please leave me that third row option control, but you need something in that second row. Overall impressions, well, it's hard to complain when you're in a vehicle that offers all the bells and whistles, like I am. I'm in the SX model, V6, again, all-wheel drive. But what Kia has done well for 2020 is they simplified their lineup. They went from 7 trim levels down to 5 and made more options as standard options. So with that said, this is the SX fully loaded, but if you visit the Kia website, you'll see that there's not a lot of difference between the EX and the SX. Standard navigation, and this one, you have the bigger wheels. Well, I mean, drop down to the EX. You save yourself about $7,000 right there. You get that panoramic sunroof, you get 18-inch wheels, you still get your wireless charging, you still get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, sorry. I mean, they've done a really, really good job packing a lot into a little bit of a cost. I mean, you're getting everything I've spoken about today for less than $47,000, and that's pretty amazing. But like I do in all my videos, I highly recommend scheduling a free test drive. Test drives are free. I'll provide a link down below. But for now, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss Feature Car Friday or